What looks closed and lifeless may already carry life. Discover how God begins something new in you before you can see it. Welcome to the Sebcast, the home of the #1 network for your life. This is where we think more slowly, look more deeply, and discover that Jesus didn't just work back then, but is working now. Egg. It's strange how something so small can say so much, because when you look at it, it doesn't look impressive, closed, quiet, motionless. It's almost like a dead end in your hand. But that's exactly the point, because from the outside, it looks like nothing, and yet, inside, there's life waiting. Interestingly enough, you won't find the egg in Exodus. It's not part of the original meal like the lamb, bread, and bitter herbs. And yet, over the centuries, Christians started using it. Not because it looks pretty, but because it says something hard to explain. Life that emerges from death, and suddenly you find yourself at Easter. We often speak of the resurrection as life after death, but it's not merely life after death, it's life after death. In other words, it's not just escaping this world, it's the start of a new world here. And that's where the egg suddenly makes sense, because it resembles a grave, closed, sealed, quiet. But at a certain moment, it breaks open, and life emerges. Matthew 28 tells that story. The stone was rolled away, the grave was empty. But here's the surprise we easily miss. The resurrection isn't just proof that Jesus lives, it's the beginning of a new creation. It's God saying, I'm starting again. And if that's true, then it means something personal. It means your past is not final, your pain is not permanent, your story is not finished. The egg says it simply: what looks closed is not the end, what looks quiet is not empty. And then Paul hits it directly in 2 Corinthians 5:17. If anyone is in Christ, he is a new creation, not one day, now. In other words, you're not just someone waiting to go to heaven one day. You're someone in whom new life has already begun, even if it still feels small, even if no one can see it yet, even if everything still looks closed. And here's where it gets practical. Because many of us live like people in a shell, we feel stuck. We think, this is how I am. This is how my life will stay. This job, this pattern, this pain. But the gospel whispers something else. Just because it hasn't broken yet doesn't mean it's dead. It might just mean it's not time yet. Don't judge your life by what you see now. Trust what God is busy forming. So choose one area where you've lost hope, just one, and start giving it to God every day. Not with big words, just honestly, consistently, because growth often happens quietly, long before it's visible. And here at SA Congregation we say, we are the #1 network for your life, where you live, work and play. Because we don't just look at people as they are now, we see the life God is already forming inside them. Even if it's still quiet. Even if it's still closed, because Easter says the grave was not the end, and neither is the shell. Life is coming, and maybe it's already beginning in you. Until tomorrow, take care.